Hey guys, welcome back to Typo's Garage. You read it right. This thing's finally registered and it's got a clean title, Pennsylvania title. I'm going to show you the 5 things you're going to need to get this thing titled and what it costs and maybe some restrictions that you might run into. All right, let's get started. So real quick, if you guys aren't subscribed already, go ahead and press the button down here and subscribe to the channel, and you'll get more content on this bike and many others and many in the future. I try to be as helpful as I can and answer questions, and trying to help people out with their bikes while I figure stuff out on my own, such as buying a bike from Amazon to see if it's actually worth it. So the first thing you're going to need is an ID. The ID is going to allow you to get your insurance. It's going to allow you to get the title. You're going to need it for everything. So I'm not totally sure if it has to be a driver's license. I think it's just any ID, but it might have to be a driver's license. I can check into that, but I'm not totally sure. But you need some form of ID from the DMV. So you're also going to need valid insurance on the bike before you go to either the notary or the DMV to get the title work done. I got liability on this bike, and it cost me $17 a year to insure it, so it's really affordable. That's not going to be the same for everyone. If you're younger, obviously, or you have a couple of speeding tickets, it might be a little more, but all in all, it's going to be super affordable just because it's got a low CC, and it's meant for on and off road, so you're not going to be blazing down the highway getting a speeding ticket on it. So I think that's why it's so cheap, and that's nice. That's going with the theme of the bike being cheap to own and to purchase. All right, the third thing you're going to need is a bill of sale. The bill of sale will come in the mail, will come maybe like a week after the bike arrives, assuming you order it from Amazon. The bill of sale has the purchase price, the tax, the port of origin on it, and it shows who I purchased it from or the dealer that you buy it from purchased it from. So this, in my case, was Power Sports Max. I'm assuming that a lot of them are Power Sports Max. That will allow you to move to the next step and get the title, but they have to have this to see that you actually purchased it and there was a transaction. It also has the VIN number on it, just like the title will have. So just a disclaimer, with the bill of sale, I'm in Pennsylvania. Even though I already paid taxes on this bike, you have to repay them a sales tax of 6% in Pennsylvania again when you get the bike registered. So at the end, I'll go over the total price, and but yeah, so just be prepared for that. There is a way when you purchase it to pay the taxes then, and then you get a notarized bill of sale that shows that you paid that. In my case, I didn't do that, so I had to pay it again. But yeah, I'll go over that at the end. All right, the fourth thing you're gonna need is the MCO. This looks like a title, and it comes in the envelope with the bill of sale about a week after, like I said. And this has the VIN on it, and it has how many miles, who imported it. So this, along with this, is a double proof that the bike is what the bike says it is. So something I would also I would suggest that you do is check the VIN number on the frame, make sure it matches both of the VIN numbers on here. So that now you're going to have that VIN number on your insurance, on the bill of sale, and the manufacturer's certificate of origin. So these two things will allow you to get the title. because nobody has owned it before, technically the dealer owns it, but they pre-sign this on the back. I don't know if you've ever done any title work for a car or motorcycle, but if it's notarized, this will already have the signature from the supplier, which was Power Sports Max, saying that I'm now going to be the owner. So that makes it a lot easier. So I did see one video, a guy bought a DLX, the fuel injected version of this, and they sent him a bill of sale and an MCO of the wrong bike. It is actually for a 125cc bike that's not even the bike that he bought. So he's going to have some issues registering this unless he gets that cleared up with the company. So I would check all that stuff. You might, it's very tempting to pull everything out of the box and start putting it together, but you might want to just wait, you know, that week until you can get these two things in the mail to make sure you have the right thing. Because then if you have to send it back or something, it's already still in the case, or the crate, sorry. But, you know, I think, you know, most of the time this is correct on both of those documents. So the last thing you're gonna need is gonna be some money. So even though, like I said, you've already purchased it, you have the bill of sale, and you paid taxes on it, you're gonna have to pay taxes again, at least in the state of Pennsylvania. So that's 6%. My total for this was $14.95 for the bike, plus the $80 some in tax. So it was $15.64 for the bike. So then when I went there, they took the sale price, that $14.95, and I had to pay that tax on that again. So I also got it registered and I got plates in the same day. But I went to a notary because, you know, obviously we're in a pandemic right now and I don't want to go sit around at a DMV with a bunch of people and potentially, you know, have something not work out and then I have to go back. I have a notary right by my house. I went to there, I called and checked to make sure they could make a title. You might want to do that first. Call and say, I have these two things, I can get this. Are you able to create a title? They should be able to, and that is actually probably an easier way to do this because they can search right there. They're not under any kind of time constraint like the DMV is, so they can help you find the bike in the system. So I ended up paying a notary fee of $80 on top of, I think it was $164 for creating the title, getting the plates, registering it, which that's the same thing. You might have to pay a fee to get the plates. But so I paid $244 on top of my original price, which is actually less than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be over $300. But if you take out that notary charge and want to go to the DMV, it would be around $160, $170. That was in my case. I don't, you know, don't quote me on what yours is going to be, depending on what state you're in. So that's about how much money I have into it so far, not counting any mods I've done. So there is a couple of things that you need to watch out for. I don't think this carbureted version or the fuel injected version, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that at least the carbureted version is not legal in California or New Jersey. Now that being because the carburetor doesn't meet emission standards or a fire protection standards or something like that. Everybody ends up swapping out the carburetor anyways, so there is the Vermont route where you can get a PO box, register a bike and the title in Vermont, and then transfer it to the state. But that's a lot of work. You might as well buy a used street legal bike that's already here in America before you do something like that. But if you want to do that and you really want this bike, then do that. So one thing when I don't know if it's going to be an issue, say I ever get pulled over, but on the insurance, before I got the bike title done. On the insurance, I got the insurance done as an RPS Hawk 250Y with a couple of letters and stuff, whatever comes on the bill of sale or this. So on the MCO it says RPS Hawk, and the bill of sale it says RPS Hawk. So that's what you would think that it's going to come up in the system as. Well, in Pennsylvania, I'll write the word down. So when I was searching for my bike, the RPS didn't come up at the Notary, but this did. Because I did read in a forum somewhere that this Hausen, I think that's how you spell it. Check your bill of sale on your MCO. It's the name of the original manufacturer. The RPS is the make, but everybody has registered under this. So my title and my registration say this, and then the model is the Hawk 250. So I don't know if that's going to be an issue if I ever get pulled over, because my insurance says RPS Hawk, but now the title and the MCO, or the registration and the title now say this. So that's how I was able to get it registered. And I know that's what a lot of other people have done, so you might want to keep that in mind when you're going to get this done, because it should come up as this. All right, so now I'm just waiting for the title to come in the mail. I have a copy of the registration. I have my receipt from the Notary that I did the title work, so technically I can go ride this. I got a plate. So it's very cold today, or else I would go out, and there's snow on the road, so I really don't want to break my neck. But this week is supposed to be warmer, so I'm going to actually take it out finally on a legal drive through the city and see how it does. And I know a lot of people have been waiting for this video. It's the most asked question in my comments in my videos is, did you get it registered? Did you get it registered? How did you get it registered? So I'm hoping this answers a lot of questions, and feel free to ask me anything down below. And go ahead and hit that subscribe button to see the video where I'm riding this on the street and get my better impression of it being a road bike. Yeah, and if you guys haven't watched the videos of me trying it off-road, you can see it's a little muddy. And the couple of upgrades I've done already, go ahead and check those out. I'm pretty impressed with this bike so far, and you know, hopefully it's here for the long term, and it does good. But I appreciate you guys watching this video, and hope this helps. Till the next one.